Imagine you wake up on a normal morning, but this morning will be the last normal day on Earth, because in just a few hours, a terrible angel of death will descend from the sky, and an incredible reign of 165 million years will end. About 65 million years ago, one of the most terrible events in the history of the Earth occurred. A huge asteroid the size of Mount Everest crashed into the Yucatan Peninsula. Its speed was 28 times faster than an AK-47 bullet. In an instant, an energy equivalent to 1 billion Hiroshima bombs was released. The most terrible and sudden extinction event on Earth began, called the QT extinction. According to paleontologists, about 75% of the Earth's species disappeared forever at that time. Almost no animal weighing more than 25 kilograms could survive. And the most famous victim, non-avian dinosaurs who ruled the Earth for 165 million years. Did it really all end in one day? Many call it the day the dinosaurs died out. But the question is, did it really end in one day, in one moment? Think about it. At that time, dinosaurs were present on every continent on Earth. According to researchers, about 1,000 species of dinosaurs roamed the Earth. Some were huge, some were armored, and some were small. So did they all really disappear in one moment? The answer is no. Most paleontologists now believe that the death of the dinosaurs was not instantaneous, but yes, most died within the first 24 hours. The first 24 hours the gates of hell opened. Imagine what happened after the asteroid hit. Being intense heat wave as if the whole world had entered a furnace. Wildfires, at least 70% of the forest area was burned to ashes. Blast wave which destroyed everything. Earthquake. The whole world shook. Tsunami. A huge tidal wave swept away all life on the coast. Dinosaurs in the Western Hemisphere were the first victims. Many died within a few minutes, up to 2,400 kilometers away. But then something even more terrible began. About 25 trillion tons of hot material were thrown into the sky, which was hotter than the surface of the sun. When it returned to Earth, the entire atmosphere turned into a furnace. All animals in the open space were cooked from the inside. Those who survived fought in the dark. A few lucky dinosaurs survived the first shock. In swamps, dense, humid forests, high latitudes, in these places small groups survived. But these were mainly small species, maybe some baby dinosaurs, but a greater danger awaited them. Dust, ash and particles produced by wildfires and hot substances covered the entire sky. Sunlight no longer reached the Earth. Temperatures dropped to 20 degrees Celsius. A dark winter began, called impact winter. This was the last straw for the dinosaurs. But the question is, how long did this last one last? This is where the real mystery begins. Scientists are still not sure when the last dinosaur died. Many researchers think that the surviving dinosaurs survived for a few weeks, months, or even a few years. Carnivorous dinosaurs may have survived longer because there were heaps of corpses all around, but herbivores, their food was burned to ashes. A recent study says -15 years. Yes, it was a nightmare that lasted for 15 years. Temperatures were extremely low. Photosynthesis almost stopped, at least for a year, completely. During this time, the last dinosaurs died of starvation, freezing in the cold. But some scientists disagree. They believe that the end was not so quick. Rather, the dinosaurs gradually became extinct over several thousand years. A 2013 study claims -33,000 years. Just think, 33,000 years means more than 1,000 generations of dinosaurs saw the post-apocalyptic world. According to this theory, some unknown species went through the worst of the worst. They saw the world stabilize again. Mammals grew, the number of insects increased, turtles and crocodiles became the largest animals, but these changes may have been their last nail. New competitors gradually took their place. Now get ready for more surprises. Some researchers believe that some dinosaurs lived for up to 1 million years. The San Juan Basin of Colorado and New Mexico, not far from the scene. Here, paleontologists discovered hadrosaur remains, tyrannosaur, bones, ankylosaurs, even cetopsians, and these were from the Paleocene epoch, about 500,000 years after the asteroid impact. How is that possible? There are 3 theories. Maybe they were in a canyon that offered complete protection. They actually came from the north, perhaps from Alberta, Canada. There the asteroid impact was less severe. As temperatures dropped and food shortages increased, they moved south and found a small area where they could survive. Perhaps no adults survived, but their eggs survived. The small protected eggs in the nest were not destroyed. They hatched after the worst of the worst. And with a lot of luck they established themselves for another 500,000 years. If this is true, then these dinosaurs saw a completely healed Earth. They may have even encountered new animals that had evolved at that time. Of course, this discovery has been hotly debated. Most paleontologists say that these bones are actually old, but they were deposited in new layers through erosion. So it seems that they are from the Paleocene era. But the discoverers counted. The bones did not move because many bones were together in perfect order. 34 bones of a hadrosaur were found in perfect order. If really large dinosaurs survived, how did they survive? Maybe they only hunted other survivors. Or did they also change, became smaller due to food shortages? Dwarfism, like island animals. We do not know the answers to these questions, but what science admits for sure is that the last Triceratops, which died at the exact moment of the asteroid impact, maybe it died in the explosion. What happened to other Mesozoic animals, pterosaurs, mosasaurs, no one knows. However, one animal, ammonoids, is thought to have survived for about 1,000,000 years after the Cretaceous. The truth is, we still don't know how long dinosaurs lived. Maybe one day new discoveries will give us a clear answer. Maybe we will know how the last dinosaur met its fate. But for now, the mystery remains. And that's perhaps even more exciting. Because imagine maybe somewhere for thousands of years, one last tyrannosaur has fought alone in a changed, unknown world, where he is no longer king but just a survivor. And one day, quietly, silently, an epic story of 165 million years has come to an end. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Extinct Zoo.